Give it up for our singers in our band again. Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages, welcome to CSL Kauai, the Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. I am Charles, a board member, and I love my spiritual ohana here. So everyone, please fill up your coffees and teas and just get comfortable and buckle up because we're going to have another day of filling up our cups, our spiritual cups, that is. And ultimately, turn off your phones because these guys got to have room to talk, man. Like, come on, we don't want to miss a word they're saying today, all right? Turn them off. Today, we are celebrating our October birthdays. That's right. Hey, October birthdays, raise your hands. What's up? Including myself. That's right. My birthday's tomorrow. That's right. Hit me up. No, I'm just glad. So we're gonna sing a happy birthday song, and it's gonna go happy birthday, October birthdays. All right. And 1, 2, 3. Is that the note? I can't hit that note. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, October birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. The Women in Conscious Connection is Tuesday. So this Tuesday, October 29th, 6:30 to 8 p.m. You ladies are going to have a nice little play night with Rev Rita and Rev D. Is Rev D in here yet? Nah, Rev D is not in the house, not yet. Rev Diane, you guys are going to have fun with the with a little improv games and theater. We're going to just, you guys be playful. Let that kid, that inner child out in a great way. And also, you don't have to have any acting experience at all. Just come with a playful heart and an open mind and to have a great experience. Also, we're going to save the dates, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the only time I want you to get out your phones and put these into your Google calendars. All right? There's a Thanksgiving celebration potluck Sunday, November 24th. Once again, there's a potluck Sunday, November 24th, and oh my gosh, do I love these potlucks. You guys make some outstanding food, and I can't wait to fill my belly after the service. November 24th, please bring something. I'm gonna go to Costco and bring some quinoa, all right? And because I can't cook, all right? But I can surely buy some Costco quinoa, all right? And also, there's a holiday craft bazaar fundraiser December 7th at the center. Vendors wanted. You can see the flyer, or most importantly, see Emma when she arrives. All right? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, our amazing spiritual directors, Rev Rita and Rev Patrick.
Hey. Thank you, Charles.
Wait a minute. Did you say it was your birthday? Oh, I knew we wouldn't have missed it.
And it's
good thing you said something there, but.
And it's Sue Buckley's birthday today, but she's not here because she's out celebrating. Yeah.
Well, since we brought up a name, I have to. Who knows Michelle LeMay? Of course. I saw her live this morning on their live stream because they're 3 hours ahead. She was at our Mentors Center, and she was lead practitioner over there. And she was rocking it out. She gave some emotion, some laughter. The whole 9 yards was our Michelle LeMay. So let's give it up for her because I know she watches this. Yes.
All right, before we start, we wanted to honor some students that took the power of decision. Finally, the certificates are in. So we wanted to do that. So we're going to ask them to come up here. And the first person is Ronald LeMay, but he's also getting a certificate for the Essential Ernest Holmes that he didn't get before. There you go.
He's doubling up here.
We got Charles Wolfork, the same thing. He's getting a...
Where's Charles?
Where'd he go?
Okay, well, when he comes back, send him up.
We'll send him up. Okay, Reverend Walt Weiss.
There he
Power
is.
decision. Yeah, this is good. I love doing this. Sue Wood, who's not here. She is on the mainland tending to family matters and actually going on a cruise. Okay, and Ronald Stover, where are you?
He was just here. There he is.
Come on down. And Melissa Mojo. Melissa, woo-hoo-hoo.
We got a big group. I'm going to have to take a photo.
Melissa. Okay, make sure, because there's a lot of you. You got to all fit up here. Peggy
Peggy.
Juray. Jury? I always want to call her Juray. I'm sorry.
I do
Peggy
call her
Juray.
Sheree.
She said it was okay. Emma Landecker, where are you? Nope, not here. Okay. DJ Star. Woohoo.
DJ.
Look at this.
You
This
could
was a
tell
big
what kind of class we had.
Yeah, Chia, where are you? Chia.
She's here.
Yay, Chia! Now, these are people that actually registered their classes with CSL International because some of them are planning on to go on to practitioner study, I know. And that's going to be happening at the end of this year. But we also have some other people that completed the class. Doreen Breedlove, who's not here, but she took it as a... Can you get that for me? I got too much stuff up here. Ruth Doobie finished the class.
She had that look like at the Academy Awards. She went,
I know, right? Michelle LeMay took it too, but she's not here. Mary McDermott, I'm not going to ask you to get up, but I'm going to bring it back to
you
you.
can ask her to get up.
Well, if you want to get up, you can, but I don't want to. There you go, honey. Mary McDermott. This was a huge class.
Diane is not
took
here.
it. She's not here. Janice Ferez, I don't think is here, is she? No.
No.
Okay. Robert Cree, are you here?
Yes, he is. Robert Cray.
Yeah, look at this. This is awesome. You took it in. Well, it says July 24th. That's how long
Loretta?
it took. Loretta. Are Loretta here? Nope.
No.
Okay. Sola, are you here? No. And
Okay.
Renee.
Renee's here.
Renee, I know is here. Run on
Come on,
down.
Renee. Just think if they were all here, where would we? I don't know.
You look gorgeous. Be careful. All right, so let's just give them a hand of applause for completing and committing. 8 weeks, guys. Yay. Okay.
Hold on,
Wait, Patrick wants to take a picture. All right.
Meanwhile,
Patrick, what?
back at the ranch.
You got it? All right.
There you go.
All right, good. Go back to your seats. That was half the congregation today. Okay.
If you're new here, this is highly regular.
Yes. All right. So we're going to ask Dr. Peggy to come on up.
Woohoo.
We're going to take a moment to take a deep breath and to recognize that there's only one thing happening, and that is the power and presence of peace within us. We can always guarantee that peace is within us because it's right there. It is our God center, our holy center, our sacred center. And I just want us all to breathe into that space right now, knowing that as we do, we radiate that peace out into our world, into our world. And that's how peace comes about, by being that change of peace. So let's take a moment of silence for peace.
So as we have taken this moment of silence and breathed in that sense of peace within ourselves, let us just continue on with the idea that these peaceful experiences that we share here radiate out into the world, and sometimes they come out as song. So I want to give you a seed thought as we go in deeper today. These words are from St. Augustine. He or she who sings prays twice. He or she who sings prays twice. So join with me as we go within. us grow more aware of this unified field of pure love. This vibration, this energy, some may call it the music of the spheres. It is the frequency of pure love, pure divinity. And it is in that frequency of the divine that we live and move and have our being. We are all one in this amazing energy, known by many names. But it is that energy of love and peace and beauty and wholeness and grace and abundant good. And we are all one in that. We are all vibrating at the frequency of the divine. Each of us carries our own melody, our own harmonic, our own energy, and each of us sings a life song that begins before we are born and continues on long after we're not here physically anymore. It is that goodness, that grace that penetrates the entire universe. And each of our songs plays an important part in the role of life itself for all on this planet, in this solar system, in this universe. So we are all one in this dynamic energy. Not one of us is less important than the other. We all matter in this beautiful symphony. So we join in this day to recognize this, to sing out from our hearts with pure joy, and other times perhaps sing out with sorrow, sing out with gratitude, sing out with gladness, sing out with thanksgiving. All of that is within each of us. And today we recognize and know that whatever may be going on in our own experience, if it's to expand and create and grow a beautiful relationship, if it's to experience greater physical well-being, if it's to know that the universe is abundantly blessing us in every moment with all of its good, or whether we're just bringing in that creative spirit to make our melody even more beautiful. Whatever it may be, we are here together to co-create that, as we all co-create a world that works for everyone. And so in love and in gratitude for this beautiful day, for this wonderful community we call CSL Kauai, for this island that we live on with such beauty, for all the world and all of God's good, we give thanks as I release my word now into that vibration, into that energy as the law itself. And we join together in agreement by saying, and so it is.
Thank you, Dr. Begay.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding us who we are, reminding us of who we are.
Absolutely. Well, hello, everyone. Aloha.
Aloha.
It's good to see your faces. It's good to share this wonderful consciousness, this atmosphere with all of you. If you're here for the first time, and even if you're not, if you're wondering what we do here at Centers for Spiritual Living Kauai, and we're asked a lot, so what do y'all believe over there? What are y'all doing over there? Well, I feel so honored and so grateful for, I was introduced this 25, 30 years ago, this teaching. And what I love about it is that it's science of mind and spirit. And it used to be called religious science, but no one really was fond of the word religion, and no one was fond of the word science. So we were a popular kids on the block. But what we are now is we are discovering what Ernest Holmes, who's our founder, not our guru, our founder of this philosophy. And this is a philosophy and it's a way of life. And it's done unto you as you believe. So that's such good news. And then sometimes it's not the greatest news. But here's the greatest beyond the greatest, is that we're still responsible for it. We're not to blame for anything. We're responsible for what Ernest Holmes calls the power of the universe is there to serve us, through us, not out there through here. And so that's the greatest news, that we can stop the seeking. You don't have to stop coming here, but we have to stop the seeking, because we have already been found. And if that's not a great teaching, I don't know what is. So what are we doing if we're already found? We're remembering it every single day. We're waking up from that incredible amnesia that forgot how great we are and how powerful we are, and that our very foundation is love. That's kind of it in a nutshell. So we're glad you're all here. So the next time somebody asks you, that's what you tell them.
So who is here for the first time?
I know somebody that,
Oh, he's here
little
as
William.
his new self.
There we go. Hi.
Okay. Anybody else here for the first time? Oh,
we recognize
my
you by your shells, so you can't really.
Okay. All right.
we go.
Well, I'm sure there's some people online who are here for the first time. There's got to be someone out there who's here for the first time. And if nothing else, we're all here for the first time. So let's let the people online know. Oh, there was somebody? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see you back there.
There
now
you
have
go.
to, now you have to stand up.
Oh, no.
What's your name? Marty. Or Marty and Natasha. Well, let's tell Marty and Natasha who they are first, all right? We know something about you. Let's tell them.
You are magnificent.
Oh, you are. And now we'll turn to the people online and let them know who they are. You are magnificent. And we couldn't know that about them, right? Unless we knew it about ourselves first. So let us put our hand on our heart and really breathe into the divine energy that we are and tell ourselves who we are. I am magnificent. Really feel it one more time. I am magnificent. Yes, and now turn to someone next to you and look in their eyes and tell them who they are.
You're magnificent.
You are magnificent, Ruth.
I know who you are. You're magnificent. We already knew that about Doug. You are Luis is magnificent. I see him.
Luis, you are magnificent. Doug, you are magnificent. All right, everyone, get up on your feet. We have an opening song.
Woohoo! You're free to move. You're
God.
free to sway. You're free to do whatever you need to do with this song.
Here and right now, I breathe into that idea of believing. And I know that it is done unto us as we believe. So what I know about today is that we are believing. I am believing the greatest and the most wonderful and amazing things about every single solitary person in this room. And that's what I bring into this service. And I know that if anything, and I mean anything, that needs to be healed today is coming up to be healed and is healed. And that's what this service is about today. It's about love. It's about singing out our true selves. It's about healing. It's about the amazing truth of who we are. And I claim that for each and every person here, starting with myself and moving out and knowing the truth. And I know that, and I claim it, and I give thanks for it, and I just let my word go. I let it go as law, as we affirm together. And so it is.
There is nothing you can achieve when you believe, when you believe. Just ask and you will receive when you believe, when you believe. As we
I'm up next. So I'm doing something a little different since we're out of the box. I'm going to sing my song before I talk. So
We
this is
do
a very
believe.
special. This is a very special song for me, and just listen to the song, and we'll go from there. Okay? When Jonathan's ready to give me my music. Louder. When I was a girl, I had a favorite story of a meadowlark who lived where the rivers wind. Her voice could match the angels in its glory, but she was blind. The lark was blind. An old king came and took her to his palace, where the walls were burnished bronze and golden braid. And he fed her fruit and nuts from an ivory chalice, and he prayed, "Sing for me, my meadowlark, sing for me of a silver morning. Set me free, my meadowlark, and I'll buy you a priceless jewel, a cloth of brocade and cruel, and I'll love you for life if you will sing for me." So one day the lark was singing by the water, and the god of the sun heard her in his flight, and her singing moved him, so he came and brought her the gift of sight. He gave her sight, and she opened her eyes to the shimmer and the splendor of this beautiful young god, so proud and strong. And he called to the lark in a voice both rough and tender, "Come along, fly with me, my meadowlark, fly with me on this silver morning, past the sea where the dolphins bark. We will dance on the coral beaches, make a feast of the plums and peaches, just as far as your vision reaches. Fly with me." But the meadowlark said no, 'cause the old king loved her so. She couldn't bear to wound his pride. So the sun god flew away, and when the king came down that day, he found his meadowlark had died. Every time I heard that part, I cried. So now I stand here starry-eyed and stormy. Oh, just when I thought my heart was finally numb, a beautiful young man appears before me, saying, "Come, oh, won't you come? And what can I do if finally, for the first time, the one I am burning for returns the glow? If love has come at last, it's picked the worst time. Still I know I've got to go, fly away, meadowlark, fly away on this silver morning. If I stay, I'll grow to curse the dark. So it's off where my days won't find me. I know I'll leave wounds behind me, but I won't let tomorrow find me back this way. Before my past once again can blind me. Fly away, and I won't wait to say goodbye, my beautiful beautiful young man. And thank you. That's what we do here. So, I love this song. How many people have ever heard that song? Maybe only the old musical theater buffs, but it comes from a less-known musical called The Baker's Wife, written by a very famous composer called Stephen Schwartz, who wrote Wicked and many other beautiful, amazing musicals. But I found that piece, and I like it. Now, obviously, there's a literal sense to the piece. It's a story about a woman who's going to change her life, and she's going to go with this other person and leave behind her past. But I like to look at the song from a metaphorical standpoint, and that's what I'm doing today. And to me, the metaphor of this song is the idea of being blinded by the past and afraid to jump into the future. So our eyes are closed, in other words, and we can't see the future because we are so much in the past. And to me, the old king represents that past. He represents the past. He represents those stories within us that want us to sing them. Like when he says, "Sing for me, my meadowlark," that the past wants us to sing those stories of woe and the stories that we tell each other about the way things were and the way we wish they would be, so we can keep our past alive. And so that's the way I see the song. It might have had another meaning, but that's what it means to me. That past is that king. The king is that past, saying that to the meadowlark, or saying to us. The past does that, right? We hold on to it. We stay back and all of that. So, and the past bribes us. It makes us feel comfortable. And the king was bribing her with food and jewels and all kinds of things so that she would stay and sing for him. But yeah, doesn't it? Like sometimes it's just easier to stay with our past. It's easier to stay with the things that are familiar. It's easier to stay where it's even comfortable but uncomfortable. Like our uncomfortableness becomes comfortable to a certain extent, right? So, yeah. And I know, that's not what I want to be. And I also know from my studies of quantum physics and stuff is that we get addicted to it. We get addicted to our past emotions, and they're lodged in our bodies because our subconscious, as Thomas Troward said, is our bodies. Our bodies are our subconscious mind. They're living our lives for us in whatever we believe. And so all the past and everything is lodged in there. But we're part of something so much bigger than that. And we have access to something so much bigger than our past. Now, I'm not saying, get rid of all your past. You might have some really good things you want to hang on to maybe that are helping you catapult forward. I know I do. But even that, you're just as, what is the saying? You're just as great as your last show or whatever. What? Ball game or whatever. So there is always more. I don't play ball, so I don't know. Neither do you. So, well, what I know about that is that even if it's great, it's still, evolution goes forward. Evolution moves forward. We're always growing. We're always expanding. And that's the sun god in the song to me represented was the future. Something that she couldn't see before because she was blind, but now she saw the future. She saw what she could do, what she could have. And that happens to us. There's times in our lives where we stand on the brink of something and we're afraid to make the change maybe because the future looks scary. I've been quoting that Martin Luther King quote, faith is when taking the first step when we can't see the whole staircase. And so there was the lark, right? And she saw everything for a moment. She was freed, and she saw it, but she couldn't see it because her past was holding her back. And so she died. Now, I didn't look at it as a physical death, even though it might have been in the song. I saw it more as a mental death, like a death of spirit, a death. I know somebody once told me that a long, long time ago. They said, if you don't make this change, you're going to die with this without making this change. Have you ever felt like that? Like you know there's something pushing you, and you know there's something that you got to do, and you know there's something that's pushing you forward, but you're just afraid to step out and do it. And what happens is that when you don't, a part of you dies. A part of you goes to sleep again, and you've been awake for a moment, like the meadowlark. So, but I know that's not true for the people in this room, because I know we wouldn't even be living on the island of Kauai if we were afraid of the future. So, I think it's the ego in us, what my mentor called edging God out, the small ego, that holds us to the past, that tells us that we're not great enough for it, we're not good enough for it, because it wants to hold on. And the larger ego, which is our God self, entertaining God only, is that part of ourselves that knows we're up for anything, that we can do anything and be anything that we want to be, and be a presence in this world of anything that we want to be. We can heal ourselves of our diseases. We can heal ourselves of lack. I mean, I've seen people doing it on a daily basis. That's why we're here. This is our evolution now. We don't have to acquiesce to old ways of being. We can live in the present with this new future that's coming, that is here already. Ernest Holmes wrote, "Never limit your life, your view of life, by any past experience. The possibility of life is inherent within the capacity to imagine what life is, backed by the power to produce this imagery or divine imagination." That's what we all have. We have divine imagination. Let me read it one more time. "Never limit your view of life by any past experience. The possibility of life is inherent within the capacity to imagine what life is, backed by the power to produce this imagery or divine imagination." So we couldn't imagine it if it wasn't possible to produce it. That's what this creative force within us does. It has the capacity to produce whatever we want to produce if we believe, as we said before, and if we're willing to keep at it. So my message today is just, I know we can do it. Wherever we're at with it, we can just do it as we can do it easily, smallly if we have to, baby steps, but to sing our way out of our past, into our future. And one of the ways we can do this is by not just thinking more positively, although that does help, but actually sticking at it. If we're going to think positively, but there's a whole bunch of crap going on in here that's fighting our positivity, it's time to clear it out. Sing it out in any way that you can. I know for myself, singing is something that really helps me. Writing is something that really helps me. Being here with you helps me to sing out those places in myself that still need to be sung out. And I know we can do it. So I love the story and the song of the meadowlark, and I think we're all meadowlarks, and we're always at choice. And the thing is, what do we choose? Do we choose the past, or do we choose the future? And it's a good question. And so it is. And now I turn my time back over to the beautiful singers today. Zena, you're singing, right? And Adara and Doug.
Aloha. Speaking of singing, I did not get to know her personally, but I'm getting to know her through her music. We are going to do a song today to honor Shauna Carroll and all the people that loved her and still love her. So thank you, Shauna. And thank you to Zena for singing this with me, with us today. It's a chant. We're going to put the words up. If you would like to sing along, please join in.
and be reminded of who you are. Make sacred space.
Make sacred space.
Make sacred space.
Make sacred space.
And be reminded.
And be reminded
Of who you are.
who you are.
You are spirit and body.
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 Sacred
Make sacred space.
Make sacred space.
Make sacred space.
Make sacred space.
And be reminded
And be reminded
who you are.
of who you are.
You are spirit and body.
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 Sacred space.
Make sacred space.
Make sacred space.
Make sacred space.
Make sacred space.
And be reminded
Be reminded
who you are.
who you are.
You are spirit and body.
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 Sacred
Make sacred space.
Make sacred space.
Make sacred space.
Make sacred space.
And be reminded
Be reminded
who you are. who you are. Make sacred space. Make sacred space. Make sacred space. Make sacred space and be reminded. And be reminded of who you are, of who you are. Make sacred space, make sacred space, make sacred space. Make sacred space and be reminded, and be reminded of who you are, of who you are, of who you are, of who you are. Thank you. And thank you, Shauna.
Beautiful, you guys. We have to come out of this sacred space gently. Yeah. Zena. Welcome. Welcome. Beautiful, beautiful voice. Wow, the meadowlark, the beautiful voice. We're just... So what do I have for you today? You just start laughing, don't you? I said I was taking us gently out of this. Wow. Sing out, sing out. I'm going to start with a quote from our wonderful Dr. Wayne Dyer, who I haven't really thought about as much lately, but yeah, he came up the other day, and I love this. I was thinking of this sing out, and he said, "Don't die with your music still inside you. Listen to your intuitive inner voice and find what passion stirs your soul. Don't die with your music still inside you. Listen to your intuitive voice and find what passion stirs your soul." I could stop right there, but I won't. Oh my God. Think about it, right? He says, listen. Sometimes we're so busy with the talking in the mind that we don't take the moment to listen. It's telling us so much, has so much to say. I've been thinking a lot lately about this whole idea of dying with your music inside of you. I feel as an individual expression of God that I personally sing out quite a bit. Thank you for that agreement. But there's more to Patrick than you know, by the way. And so what it was doing, I have a lot of friends and a lot of acquaintances and a lot of wonderful, beautiful people in the world right now making some decisions. If they're going to sing on this plane of existence or if they're going to sing on another. And I will tell you right now, the hardest part sometimes is to let them make their own decision. Because you know I want to get in there, make a little decision for them. Come on, stay. But I opened myself up to it, and some questions came up when this whole idea that if we're going to sing out, we cannot sing out in a box. And this whole month has been about what? Getting out of the box. And so this whole idea, so some questions came up for me, and I just want to share them with you and kind of take a little quick journey. And the first thing that came up when I said, wow, what's stirring inside my soul? You know, no one, if anyone knows me, passion is pretty much a part of who I am. And I love it. I don't know where I got it, but I was telling someone the other day that sometimes I feel like I want to kind of do this to it. And what a shame that would be. But there's still some obligatory nonsense that says maybe I'm vibrating a little higher than you right now. And so I just want to just bring it down just a little bit. And I can't breathe when I do that. I cannot breathe. We have a divine frequency and we're all vibrating from it, but at different levels. And isn't that good news? That we're all vibrating and no one's vibration is better than the other vibration. It's a good vibration. A rough group. So, jeez. Okay, so here it goes. The first question that was asked from when I listened. You guys are a rough group, man. You turn on a dime, man. You're like with me and carrying me, and then all of a sudden, whoa, turn on me. So here it is. I'm going to say it 1,000,000 times, and it will always be said for me, and it's, what do you want? Oh my God, everyone says, why do you say that all the time? I know exactly what I want until I ask you. If you've ever sat in some of my side, what do you want? Let's just start there. I don't know, but I've got a list a mile long of what I don't want. I got a list. I can tell you right now what I do not want in my life. And I can say it with passion. And I can vibrate to it. It's a much deeper question. What do you want? What do you dare to say that I want? It may not coincide with everyone that you're hanging with. Maybe even that you're living with. But you can dance it. You can dance it. You can sing it out. And wouldn't you rather have someone, I used to say that to Rita. I used to say, I know, did I say anything? I had a really nice moment there that just got all twisted. Here it is. What do you want? What is singing inside of me? And I said, wow, I want to vibrate at the frequency of the divine and not apologize for it. I want to look in your eyes and see you and see the real you every moment of my life. That's one of the things I want. Plus I want a new car and I want some other things too. But that's for another talk. The other one is, what makes you want to sing out? Have you ever asked yourself that? What makes you just go, you know, with abandonment, just I want to sing out. This makes me so excited and so passionate that I have to sing out. I have to write a book. I have to do this. I can't even breathe. I'm so passionate and excited about it. It's okay to feel that. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to have all of that. It's okay to cry out. And then another question that I really want us to take in today. What is your song? Not your mama, not your daddy, not your wife and the friends, not your organizations, not your, you name it, your kids. What is your song? Because you have one. You have many. These feel like simple questions, but when's the last time you sang out and didn't care if anyone was listening? Right? What burning desire, I love that. What burning desire. We always think of metaphysics and spirituality as so gentle. and passionate. And we have to whisper when we talk about it. I'm talking burning. That burning in the belly that just is coming up. Whoa, have I got an idea? Whew, it's about to burst out here. Everybody even wants to part the room because they're afraid that frequency is going to just knock them over. What is that burning desire? Wow. Wow. And here's one that I just love. When I ask myself, what keeps me tossing and turning at 3 a.m. in the morning? When everybody else is asleep and nobody knows what your mind is doing. What's keeping you tossing and turning? And I'm not talking about, there's two tossing and turnings that I actually do. I do the one that's based in that wonderful self-taught thing called worry. You know, the one that you go, oh, it's 3 a.m. Time to worry. Oh my God, I'm up, so I'm gonna drudge up some past and wow, what happened yesterday, woo. Or there's the other one that wakes me up and says, I got so many ideas right now, I can barely stay in bed. I mean, I got this one and this one and this one. I love those. I don't even mind losing sleep with those. Because you wake up with a kind of an energy that's so different, right? Oh, wow, what difference can I make today? What things can I do? And you don't want to get too excited because then you'll wake up the person next to you. And then, just let me ask you something. Is she making faces behind me when I'm up here? Oh my gosh, so what do you want? I'll have to watch the playback. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about waking up so we can worry some more, because you know how I feel about worry. Worry negates it all to begin with, right? And then there is one that says, what is the missing ingredient that will make your life complete? And then for all of you out there that are thinking right now, I already am complete. There is no missing ingredient. Well, if there's no missing ingredient, then I would suggest you bake your cake. Okay, so if you're not missing anything, you got it all down, you got all the ingredients, there's one other step. You got to fix it. You got to make it. You got to do that. And I think that is sometimes the greatest thing. We know what we want, right? We know what gets us excited. We've told almost everybody we know about it. Not good. Not a good idea, by the way. Tell a few close people about your excitement until you actually do it. Then you can say, yeah, this is what I'm doing. Find that ingredient, find that place inside of you. And if your life is going, sometimes I always feel like on Sundays that we're talking about some of the stuff that isn't going so well, and we're trying to get in there to bring spirit in, and we do. But life is also going great too in many, many, many areas. It's going wonderful. We're breathing and living this divine frequency. I've been looking at the idea, and I always known that I'm a scientist, and a metaphysician, and I'm here to experiment. Back to the ingredient. It's not an experiment if you just talk about the hypotheses the entire time. If you just talk about the theory, that's just a theory. Means nothing. What is that wonderful line I love? A vision is just a vision if it's only in your head. If no one gets to hear it, it's as good as dead. That was from Sunday in the Park with George, by the way. I just didn't want, in case you didn't like it, I didn't want you to think it was from me. So my big thing is I'm experimenting with passion that I already have, right? And this is finding your passion, not someone else's. Someone else's is not your passion. Or as Simon Sinek has been talking about with his latest book, I think it's called The Infinite Game or something like that. He's talking about that everybody does have this passion, this vision. Then they said, well, what about, it's always what about. You always, the other side of it. Yeah, but what about the person who doesn't want a vision? What if they just are happy the way they are? Okay, but that's the 1% somewhere that we're working with. But what he's saying is Martin Luther King had a really big vision. And a lot of people jumped on that vision. And it became their vision. It became they wanted to support that vision. But I know that each and every one of us has a vision within, a passion within, something that is meant to do. Do you know that nobody can do you like you? Nobody. They used to say that to me as a kid. And I said, well, I know. No, I didn't say that as a kid. It took me many years to get to the point where I actually believed that. That's why, and as an actor, when you'd go out to do an audition or something, you know, you tried to be somebody else. And that's why you didn't get the part. You never got the part when you tried to go out there and say, okay, I'm going to play a doctor today. Okay, now, doctor. I remember the first doctor role I went out with, my voice became something else. I walked in, I go, hello, I'm Patrick. And they go, Patrick who? I'm Dr. Patrick. And I'm going, is there a reason why your voice is going low? Because I thought the doctors had a very intelligent voice. And I'm thinking, how come I didn't get the part? Well, that's because you needed to talk in your regular voice. That would have started out the thing, because nobody can do you. That's what makes a role of life unique, is when you dare to be you. Dare to be you. So I want to close kind of on this idea of vibration and frequency, because that's what this metaphysician's been doing this week. I wanted to know, I understand about vibrating at the frequency of the divine. But Dr. Joe Dispenza was talking a lot about frequencies, and that's for another time. But this idea of frequency, and I thought, what makes that? When I said to Rita, I said, I want to vibrate when I'm doing the dishes and loading the dishwasher. I don't want to wait for a sacred moment. I don't want to wait to be in the perfect music or sit by the ocean, because what if I'm not by the ocean? I don't have that sacred space and that sacred moment. Can I still vibrate? Yes. And I thought, yes. So yesterday I was walking on the path, and I was kind of vibrating at a lower frequency, not a negative, just a lower. And I said, what is it? You know, I must know. And then people are looking at me like I'm talking to myself, you know. And I just walk in, what do I need to know? What do I need to know? And so I said, I want that vibration like I've had several times up here where, you know, you're vibrating. We call it God bumps, goosebumps, but the whole thing, like your toes are vibrating and you're like, whoa. And so I wanted that. I wanted that high, you know what I'm saying? So I'm walking, I go, what would it be? And I went, what is it? What is it? And I heard, love yourself. Tell yourself. I'm vibrating just at saying those words to you right now. And I said, I love you, Patrick. I love you so much. And I started vibrating. And I went, oh, I'm onto something. I love you, man. I love you, Patrick. I love you. I love you. I love you. And it was as though the skies were opening. And I said, that's what we have to remember to do when the doubts and the fears and the clogging and all of the short-circuiting feels like it's going to get you. It's just like, no, I love me. I love life. I love being me. I'm in love with me. I'm falling in love every day with me. Now I can breathe. Could it be that simple? Could it be? Is it? Yes, it is that simple. I love. We say it, Hallmark's been making billions of dollars off of it since I can remember. Love is the answer. Love, 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 love. But love has to go beyond the words, and it has to come from love, from that feeling, to become love, to become love. And then when you're loading the dishwasher, you got a smile on your face. You're thinking, why? Because I'm vibrating at the frequency of love. Wow, right? Kind of, wow, yeah. What? You guys. So, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave you with a Simon Sing. Now, I just want everybody to know that this is a wonderful way to end talks. I'm just letting you know. I used to be a smoker, and I apologize to whoever was around me at that time, but I don't because it was a part of my thing. And there you go. So when you're doing your dishes and you're doing that, you remember who you are. You remember what the song's saying. Remember who you are. Wake up. Wow. It's like coming out of an amnesia to say, whoo, I am love. I'm love. And I can love you even more now. I don't have to wait for you anymore to love me. I don't have to wait anymore for life to love me. I don't have to wait anymore for the perfect job, the perfect book, the perfect anything. I don't have to wait anymore for you to love me, because that's what we do. We wait to be loved when we are loved. We always have been. This isn't in the book, by the way. Yeah. I don't have to wait anymore. So where was I? Simon? He has his, Simon says, I just love what I am and what I do. It's such an honor, such an honor. Simon says, what good is having a belly if there's no fire in it? What good is it having a belly if there's no fire in it? Wake up, drink your passion, light a match, and get to work. What good is having a belly if there's no fire in it? Let's wake up, let's drink our passion, let's light a match and get to work. And I'm adding on, let's get to love. Let's come from it. I am complete. And so it is. I see, look at this is a new one. The children are actually waiting.
I am
the youth.
cooked.
The youth.
All right, they've got a while to come up here, but just a minute. We used to do that in our other center. We used to wait behind the door waiting for our moment to be able to bring the kids in. All right, so thank you in advance for the beautiful donations today that make it possible for Center for Spiritual Living to be here. So we're going to our 7th year. It's just amazing when we think about it. So thank you to everybody online who supports us, CSL Kauai, and how we all support each other. So thank you. And so let's sing, all right?
Look around, feel the rhythm, life unfolding perfectly around. I'm so grateful, so very grateful. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. Hear the bird song, feel the rainfall, beauty all around me gives me reason to sing. I'm so grateful, so very grateful. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. I share my gratitude and make someone smile. It's worth my while, and it's easy to do. I share my gratitude, it comes back to me. Generosity, that's the way it should be. Hear the wind blow. I say thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful, grateful, grateful. I'm so grateful, so very grateful. I say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Woo! Okay. Okay, so let's just do our affirmation, our gratitude affirmation together. It's in your program. And it is, I have given freely and joyously from the abundance and fullness of my overflowing wealth. I know that my gift goes full of love as it touches and blesses Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, my life and the world, and so it is. Yes. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's bring the kids up. Woo! I see some children. I see Kieran. And I see Amaris. And I see, oh wow, you had a couple of kids today. And this is George. We're upstairs now.
Yes, thank you very much. We came down early. So we gave Charles 2 demerits for taking us down early.
Could you talk into your mic, rock star style?
Okay.
We want to hear you.
Oh, you want to hear me?
Yeah.
Wow. All righty. Today we did also pictures, and then we did a God can. You put whatever you want in here in this little slot, and God takes care of it. Now, I tried to get a God can, but they didn't have any. But this is a God jar. But that doesn't work. So anyway, anybody want to talk?
No. No.
Oh, all right, everybody's shy today.
Here's your beautiful children.
All right, let's give them their affirmation. You are amazing. You are perfect. You are magnificent. And we love you. And so it is. Woo! Thank you, George. So, thank you, George. Thank you to all the, did you have a mentor friend today? Yes. Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. You're going to have to talk.
All right, let's bring up the practitioners while she gets a little bit of water. There we go. We have Dr. Peggy. We have Malia. We have Rob back there. Is Roseanne coming up today? Oh, I just love impromptu. Anyone else? Okay, so we don't need anyone else, do we? Because we have this power, Charlie's Angels up here today. And you're good. You better believe it. So if something has come up for you, or you just want to, what we call just to jump in there and get a treatment, for you, any of you that are new, it's called Spiritual Mind Treatment. It's our healing modality. And it works because it is in the quantum field, and it is where we all live and we all breathe. And it is because of that incredible power that these wonderful, wonderful people, when we cannot know it for ourselves, they know it for us and direct that beautiful energy in the direction of healing or whatever it is that has come up for you. So there you go. Partake. This is different than a session, by the way. Session is where we go swimming a little bit more in that sea of receptivity. But this is to come up and just get a nice little divine spark in the belly, as it were. Anything else, Rita?
I think we're good. Yes, we have birthday cake, I think. I know we do that.
Oh, you
so
do?
stay for birthday cake, and all is well. And yeah, Charles, what about him?
Oh, birthday tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, his birthday's tomorrow.
That's
All
right.
right, yeah. So happy birthday again, October birthdays, and stay for
So
cake.
I think this is time to get up on our feet and let's close this beautiful celebration out.
To all of my relations, I look you in the eye. We are all related, it's written in the sky. We can sing this simple song to everyone we meet. We can sing for all the pain and heal the wounds from yesterday. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be loved. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be loved. To all of my relations, I bow to you. We are all related, a common theme runs through. We can sing this song to everyone we meet. Help relieve the suffering by spreading joy and peace. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be loved. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be loved.
So knowing right here we continue swimming in this happiness, this peacefulness, this wonderful sea of gratitude. And I am so grateful for every bit of energy, every bit of consciousness that is in this room right here and right now. And there are some people that just went beyond the call of duty, like our birthday boy, Charles, who's just all over the place doing so many things I can't even pinpoint them or even find him to let him know whatever he is. And there are Rob Jones, who's back there allowing this wonderful celebration not to stay right here, but to take this divine frequency and put it out into the world through live streaming. And that goes with Jonathan, our Jonathan over there, making sure that not only are we seen, but we are heard. And Roseanne's in the bookstore allowing all that metaphysical knowledge just be bought, and all of a sudden taken home. Oh, I think there's Peggy's in the bookstore. She's back from Machu Picchu. Welcome home, Peggy. Jarre. And what I know is that Ron Stover is back there with that homemade cake from Costco. And who? And DJ's back there too. DJ's everywhere as well, because she was also at the door when I came in this morning. She was there with, who was she there with? She was there with Anna, Melissa, and Luis, who now Luis is at the drums. Is there a place that we are never at? I don't think so. And we know that the music, we welcome the music today. We've got our wonderful Zena. Welcome, Adara. And our wonderful Doug. And then keeping the beat with everything is our Luis over there. George with the kids. All you offline contributors and contributing your energy by tuning in and allowing your consciousness to be here. And I thank Reverend Rita for that beautiful song, The Meadowlark, today. Yes.
And I thank you for your passionate talk.
Oh, she thanks Patrick. Passionate
your
Patrick.
fire in the belly.
So that's enough gratitude for now. No, it's not. Let's just keep gratitude. Wherever we go today, let's spread our gratitude. We just let that be so, as together we say. And so it is.
To all of my relations, I sing this song to you. Your heart is the place of love that shines right through. You can sing this simple song to everyone you know. It becomes your beating heart, the rhythm of your soul. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be loved. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be loved. Last time. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be loved, may you be well.